Yeah! Hello and welcome to this game of Warno. New divisions, new divisions. We're playing Rugener and we're up against 101st Airborne, so he's going to have a lot of helicopters. A lot of helicopters. So we brought this instead of the Faster because I think the Faster's kind of bad after using it quite a bit. They said about a year ago that they would add suppress on miss for missiles, like missiles would still suppress if they missed, and that still hasn't happened yet. So I think the gun AA might be a bit better. We are gonna we're gonna give it our best shot. If we lose, we lose. We're not gonna become vitriolic and mad, right? We're not gonna get upset. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal if you lose. So we probably should have bought two cards. Oh, I forgot to fix the air tab. So we're gonna struggle because we are gonna struggle against the helicopters because I forgot to like this thing is not very good because it drops at high altitude and I'm pretty sure this drops at high altitude as well. So they're both just not very good compared to the other ones. This thing's all right because it basically gets two sets of bombs. First, it drops the cheaper ones, and then it drops the KMGU, so you can turn one off to drop the other and all this. So he is probably going to open with a metric ton of helicopters, which this doesn't have anti-helo on it, and his helicopters, if he's spamming the Apaches, are going to have 2,825 meters range, so we're really going to struggle against his helicopters. So, yeah. I asked him if he wanted to play, and then he was like, he didn't reply for a minute, and I was like, actually, never mind, I need to go for a break. And then he was like, oh no, I'll play. So now I'm in this game, and I already know what's going to happen. No, I don't have any long-range anti-helo in this division. You don't get long-range anti-helo, you only get short-range anti-helo. So I'm not going to be able to kill the Apaches, and then the Apaches are going to beat me up. So it's going to be difficult. I'm not sure what to do about it. I'm just going to get bullied by Apaches for the whole game. But his infantry situation isn't that great, and ours is pretty good. So I really would like to try and take Dimitri at the start, and we should really buy two jets to deal with the planes, I think, is probably a good idea. He says he's ready. Doesn't take that long to buy a bunch of Apaches. And something I did learn from him is to bring lots of these. I don't know if this was a good idea. The SPGs probably not. Probably a bad idea. It's just in place of the dragons that I don't have, basically, but I still think these infantry teams are too expensive. But yeah, we're going to defend here and attack Dimitri and then circle back around later. So, remember he does get the Meep Abrams. I'm just not all that today. I'm making a lot of mistakes and stuff. So we'll get a couple... We'll get a reservist in there. And, you know, we should get here at the start because we have Airborne for deploy and he doesn't. But if he brings the helicopters, he is going to kill us. So that is where the point of contention lies. Get this. The problem we've got on this side is that he could put a guy in here and it could shoot all my reinforcements, which is just completely unfair because I can't do the set. Like, this is supposed to be the middle, right? This obviously can't shoot his reinforcements, so I don't think that's particularly fair, but that's the game. So we could do with, I'll buy a Krug. No, I won't, because I've got two planes, so I don't need the Krug. So these guys, they've got one less man. They've got a worse RPG, but they've got literally like 3 MGs because of the SVD, so we'll bring them. I just don't know where the hammer will fall. I could use another one of these. Put it over here. And we need a bit more over here, really. We don't have enough of there. So, oh yeah, I could buy a T-55 for over here. And that will help with the attack at the start. Do we need two SPGs? Probably not. If one of them was a Conkers, that would probably be a bit more gooder. Although maybe not, who knows. No, because we're gonna have the ATGM here shooting this way. So we don't need, like, this can be an SPG. Yeah, okay, let's try that. And let's buy some supply. And off we go. Thanks for waiting. So, I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners. They get the names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. You know, it's a great way to help the channel. I'd like to make an apology to all of you lately. I've been kind of like a bit less energetic, a bit more vitriolic. Basically, I've got 170 something days until my PhD thesis submission deadline. For those of you who don't know, if I've not complained about enough yet, but you should obviously know by now. I'm doing a PhD in chemical engineering. The project itself is about a technology to fight global warming, and honestly, it's just so rubbish. Don't do a PhD. Don't do a PhD in chemical engineering on a technology to fight global warming. World doesn't need saving. I already did that. Here we go. Here are the helicopters. So we'll have landed. I should have listened in at the start, basically, because wow, that's. That's a lot of... I mean, he's literally just helo rushing me, so that's... Wow, 2 planes couldn't kill 1 ATAS. An issue of skill. An issue of skill. This didn't even cap that, even though I did the whole reverse trick and all this, so... I'm a bit miffed about that. I'm going to have to buy another one now. He's probably just going to land it, isn't he? I'd be a bit miffed if I lost that air fight, given how many planes I've purchased. You see he's got something back there. I mean, he clearly had to go somewhere. I mean, it's like helo rushing me. So he did hit us there. Let's go on the other Apache, and once again, we literally did no damage. Although this guy's out of stuff, so... And this guy's almost out of stuff, so that explains how that happened. And, yeah, these 25mm are probably just going to rinse him. Although the ATAS is, saddening me. So yeah, this thing, way better than the Fister. I think we've cracked the meta code there. Just don't buy the Fister because it's bad. So there you go, there's the meta code for you. Don't bring the Fister. We've seen a lot of games of people bringing the Fister. And yeah, this seems to have worked in a way. Oh no, he can see me because of the quick fix. No, he can't, he's actually aiming for something else. And our jet survived. He's trying to get air rifles dragon in here. What? Okay. Oh, this is very bad. I think I'll be alright. Yeah, I think I'll be alright. So this has missed twice now, which is why people don't like bringing them, because the machine guns are just a bit better, basically. They don't do as much missing. And yes, okay, so there he is. Sadly, this wasn't in range to shoot that because that air rifle's dragon scared me away. So there you go, it worked for him. And we need now ATGMs all over the shop, literally everywhere. So we're going to secure our stuff. We'll worry about this a bit later. Like, we've got plenty of this stuff going on. Bit miffed about missing those SPG shots, but it's not the end of the world. There he is. And you see that if we were just in the right place there, we could have stopped that from ever landing. So, silly of me, basically. Very silly of me. So we'll get this there. I think he's really messed this up. But last time I said that, I lost the game. So, you know, that he's still got power in him. You see he's bringing over his helicopters. We need to be very careful. Oh man, that's dead. No, we got skilled. We got skill. I think I'm going to break LOS here behind the building. Yep, we did. So it hit the building there. And this is very scary. So we're just going to keep buying AA, which we've now run out of. So that's what you get when you upvet all your AA. Helps you, but you run out of it. But we are going to start winning soon. What the heck is going on? There's just something wrong with getting into buildings these past few patches. And I'm not sure why. That's exciting, isn't it? Apparently you can shoot that from here. So that exploded. Yep, these helicopters are definitely in the game right now. So this is why we're sort of stacking these up, because... There we go, now he's going to get in range. There we go, right, so he should just die now, he should just explode. Yeah, that's very, very, very dead. We don't have to worry about that. So the two of them together did not succeed in their objective, and we need to buy some Krugs, clearly. He's probably going to get me. There's just, I mean, these are very bad, and we don't have enough Krugs on the board. So, there we go. He rushed all these in. Oh man, but he's overwhelming me with the power of friendship, apparently. So, which is why we bought even more AA over here. He's a bit of a one-trick pony. He basically plays every div the same, and this is a sort of a div which plays into his playstyle a lot. I wouldn't say it's a particularly powerful playstyle. I think he's definitely against the meta, so to speak. Because of course we can just do this, as you are noticing. Sadly, my Krugs missed all their shots. So we saw him there. There was definitely a guy there. And we definitely need some regular infantry. Another thing you could do is get these BTRs and stuff. The SPWs. So he's probably just gonna... I'm not sure what's going on there. So we could buy 2 of these. And you see he's just sort of running into us now. What's the range on this? 1200, okay. And that's 1250. Hopefully we can get there in time. We do a bit of missing. Nothing new there. We need to try and deal with this. So we're trying to shoot him. What the heck? Okay, that was a just pure issue of skill there. So that is something. That is an enemy of the state. It is a chaparral. You can tell from the amount of damage it does. I'm trying to kill this man, but he's too busy just walking towards me menacingly, and apparently that's too much for us to deal with. So he's low cohesion, so he shouldn't hit me, and thank goodness truth and justice prevailed for once. So we really do need more infantry over here. Like, he's legit, he should have like a 0% hit chance, like he's getting stunned at... What? Right, so when they get stunned, right, the missile's supposed to go off course, but in that case, apparently not. Just play better, I guess. But like I said, we're not going to complain this game, even if stunned people kill us, which is just absolute nonsense. But hey, what can you do? Now he's going to get in there and disappear and blow us up. That's just Warno. That's Warno. So now we need to try and sort this out. But he's got somebody over there shooting us. He's killing all my Strellas, so we need to be very careful here. So I'm really upset about that, to tell you the truth, because like, look at that, he just keeps disappearing. It's just so flippin' stupid. I know a lot of people who have quit playing the game on account of this, and they just don't want to fix it. They don't think it's important. Yeah, it's very sad. You hate to see it, etc. So he's just running into us with dragons and stuff, and we legit can't see him, even though he's right in front of us. We can't see him. So, you know, you gotta be... Oh, sugar. So he's just left those out, and the Krugs don't have ammo, so... For some reason, the Krug seems to be bugged with its, like, it's supposed to get additional vision because of what it is. It's supposed to be able to see more because it's a radar AA piece, but it just doesn't seem to be the case at all. Like, it just does not seem to happen. So I should probably report that as a bug, because there's definitely something going on there. It just doesn't make any sense. The fact that these things which are supposed to be able to see more can't, and that should lose tracking. Great. So we got all our Vopos out. And we'll get all the SPWHs over here shooting. And yeah, because these should be able to see that, right? They should be able to see the enemy, but they can't. And I don't understand why or how that's the case. Because look, he's got people flying over there, and this is a radar AA piece, but we can't see him, apparently, until he's right on top of us. So I'm not so sure about it. Because I saw that happening in the last game as well. But
Neue Befehle? Voll erwischt! Sanitäter!
Did that really just blow itself up? No, there must be, there's an ATGM back there, basically.
Stellungswechsel! Scheiße, Mann! Rückwärts! Marsch!
So, yeah, it's something you gotta be careful with, the fact that the game doesn't work properly. But like I said, we don't complain about it.
Fahrgelegenheit gefällig? Achtet auf die Abstände, Genossen!
So yeah, he killed my 2 artillery pieces with that dragon toe thing, whatever it was. So good for him, I guess. Okay, so it's in that building, and I can't kill it now because I lost my artillery. Yeah, and we just can't shoot that we can't shoot that eagle because we don't seem to have radar optics. So try and heal these guys up. Get them around there somewhere. Gotta be very careful because we don't actually have that much AA on account of the way I've built this division. And now that we've lost our artillery, it's going to get harder and harder and harder, basically. So, but sooner or later, he will just sort of poop out 1,000,000 units at us. He's clearly building up for that. Oh, great. Well, we can't afford to lose that. So, you know, people say the dragons are useless now. They're really not. They're really, really, really not. So don't buy into the propaganda. They're just not as OP as they used to be. So hopefully we'll be able to shoot this man, maybe. Okay, no, that was another Krug missing. So, no. I'm just really miffed that I lost my artillery. That was just entirely my fault. It's not playing my best game. We need to take this back as well. It's going to be very difficult to do anything. So the lack of AA is really hurting us. We upvetted our AA and now we've literally just ran out of it. Like, we've got... Oh man, I never capped this. What the heck? Right, so we hit him, and now we're going to move everybody that was in those buildings. And there we go, the Krug's got him. So, yeah, Krug's still in this. And we will now buy... So, yeah, he's just got a code 2 in there, and usually I'd hit it with my arty, right? But I don't have any arty because I just lost it to my own stupidity, so we got to cope with that. And there is certainly coping to be coping. A lot of coping to go around. So we're gonna disable this so that it uses the KGMU, and we'll see how this goes because he might actually just get the first shot off and stun us. It's entirely down to the no, never mind. That was just a skill-based gameplay basically. He didn't get the shot off in time because he'd put it in the trees, so he couldn't actually shoot us. Great. So now we're gonna smoke here, and then we're gonna smoke here, and then we're gonna smoke here, and we're gonna try and get in that way. So he is gonna continue to helicopter. That's very annoying. So there it is. He's in there, so it's not actually there. It's something else. So we switch all these off, and the Chinooks will show up later, which is why I'm trying to keep all these SPW safe. I just losing my arty was really, 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 really stupid of me. Like, really stupid. So here we go, he's now going to rotate all the helicopters around there, and he's going to try attacking in here. So we'll put the T-55s legit in here, and this does not have anti-helo capability, so there's no point doing that. Okay. Press stop. So yeah, he's clearly coming over with his stuff. Can I get guys in there in time? I don't think so. I'm losing people. So yeah, you see he's trying to drop people behind me. I admire the way he plays the game. It's absolutely painful to play into. Like, really, really difficult to play into. But I think it's interesting. It's certainly cool that somebody plays like this. So we'll try and drop this guy over here. Well, I mean, just try and stop this guy from dropping this guy over here, and we'll try and send this. So that's the power of the Krug. Sometimes it just absolutely eviscerates you, and sometimes it does nothing, so, you know, really is all to play for. So that one missed. Just sort of the default position. Okay, so here he is. And yeah, so we dealt with the planes, and now he'll just drop that guy like back there or something. He will still end up over there. And okay, so we're losing all our guys on the road here. Like I said, it is pretty painful to play into, but... Oh, wow, okay. So this is the point about these Krugs, man. They can't see as far as they could shoot. There's got to be something wrong with them. It just doesn't make any sense. But hey, we evac'd him. So... yeah, we don't have any, we can't really do too much about this, basically. We don't have enough AA left. I lost all my AA in silly moments. So you see, he is obviously still trying to land that guy behind my lines. He really is a bit of a one-trick pony, you might say. He sort of always does the same thing. But power to him, if it works, it works. So we'll buy this. And he's probably there already. I just can't see him, right, because I can't see anything. So we need some recon. So he probably landed it back here. So that's a Polish person speaking. And you see that we're losing the... because we have to rely on this kind of charade stuff to deal with the Apaches, because we literally can't kill them with anything else. So, as you can see, he's just completely cut our reinforcement road, which is the whole point of this. So, there it is. So that means that he dropped this over here somewhere. So we'll try and find him. I'm not particularly hopeful. So yeah, he's just going to keep stacking helicopters, and I should have brought more AA, because I obviously knew exactly what he would do. And then, so for me to not prepare for that adequately is obviously very, very, very silly of me. Because, like, I can't fight this. I don't have anything that can fight this, so what am I supposed to do about it? So there you go, it was a TOW2 he tried to put in over there. And yeah, he's just going to land that in front of me, and I can't kill it. I'm going to try killing it with this. If that doesn't work, I don't know. So yeah, I got hit by the things, and so now he's just going to land again. I don't have anything that can kill that. So I've lost the game. I know it seems kind of silly, but that's basically what happened. I didn't put enough AA in my deck. I knew what he was going to do. And I upvetted my AA, which was a mistake because I just didn't have enough AA. So I've lost the game. C'est la vie, you know, these things, they do happen. So once again we missed with our second AT plane there against this 8 HP plane. So that is a bit unfortunate, but yeah, that's the game. I legit can't do anything about this. I don't have anything. So I should have just bought like way more AA, but I didn't. So I've lost. So that's GG. So if you take a look at the deck. I knew he would do it, and I just didn't prepare adequately, right? So I legit just didn't bring enough AA. It's a problem that East Germans do have, that they don't get, like, igloos and stuff, at least most of the time. So this only has a range of 2,475, and I only brought 6 of them. And then this has a range of a bit more, 2,475. Well, no, actually, it's exactly the same. And I only brought 6 of them, so 12 AA wasn't enough, especially given that his whole division is helicopters. So I should have brought, like you'll see that none of them are 2,800 or more, which of course is the range of the Apache, but even like a card of these would have helped a lot, but I didn't do that. So then once I ran out of these, and of course some of them were on the left, then I switched into trying to use the SPWs, which at short range do work, but he just outranges you at 2,800, and then that doesn't work. And this, which is the same. So that was just sort of poor strategy on my part, but it's also that strategy is very strong against these divisions, these East German divisions that just don't have 2,800 meter range ATGMs. So if you look at like 4th, sort of the same. Well, so fourth has this, which can close the gap, and this thing, and it gets an Igla, so I guess that's not so bad. I was thinking of like, is it like KDA or something? Yeah, so KDA has exactly the same problem. No, actually KDA gets OSAs, which can deal with it. Okay. So KDA could deal with it. Gropers, maybe. Yeah, so Grope. Well, no, because the Cub can fire 2,800. Okay. So is this just the only div? Am I missing one out? Because yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything that can outrange the Apache, so you got to rely on the planes. And then I didn't like I knew what he was going to do. So what I should have done was change my air tab because I had a lot of useless planes. Like this doesn't do anything, so I should have brought 2 cards of these. And instead of the HE2, you can bring the HE1 because it's cheaper and it's a dive bomber, so it's better. Like this is just worse. And I think that's it. Like, I could have maybe brought this... Oh, yeah, I should have brought this cluster instead of the other cluster because it's a dive bomber, so it's better. This drops a high altitude. It's got more ECM, and it's got the infrared missiles, so then I could stack those as well. So I just built it wrong, and it's like, you know, it's not like I clicked on the ranked button, and I didn't know what I would be facing. I knew what he was going to pick before the game started, so if I could, I would have brought 2 cards of these. Failing that, I could have brought a card of these. But generally, this division doesn't have anything that can shoot helicopters from more than 2,475 meters away, apparently. Oh no, this is 2,650, which is neither here nor there, really. So, yeah, that's a strategic weakness, but I certainly could have dealt with it a lot better, so good game.